Hello, I am Evan Manning, and I'm here with my group members, Marla and Afton, and we are here for Module 16 to look at the essential question and talk a little bit about that. So first, the rubric isolates that we should list the essential question, which was, as an advanced educational professional, how would I apply data and data analysis to ensure your continuous improvement plan is focused on closing gaps? And then it asks for some background information. So in background, I looked at the Schaffhauser article, which indicates a really interesting quote, which was that there is a chasm between the shiploads of data collected to the teachers who could use it. And sort of that was my focus on trying to figure out how do you actually take all this data that we get and actually be able to give it to the people that need it and give them time to do so. And then second was the journal article, which talked about how important culture was for trying to fix a lot of the problems inside of the gaps that were created and how creating a positive culture could solve that. The next portion asked what we've done so far. And in different modules, we've done things such as look at the cultural focus for doing demographic data, for how to do the logistical gathering and electronic dissemination of the information. For example, the Google sort of spreadsheets that we've done, and talked about the role of professional development. And I guess my main desired outcome is to focus not necessarily on the overall numbers, but on prioritizing sort of that second standard deviation of the like 15% left in need of remediation and the 15% right in need of sort of gifted exceptionality, and trying to figure out how to best use data for those students. So I think that's the background. And now I get to stop talking and hopefully have some clarifying questions listed. So, yes. Yeah, that does seem like one of the larger questions that you would need to be able to answer specifically to the teacher in the classroom, because we obviously can't juggle all the hats at once. But I think once you get that data very visual, so you can see where those students are, then to be able to sort of know your target in the middle and sort of remove them from sort of the extra work you'd have to do, I would hope that would allow the teacher to be able to with obviously parasport or gifted support, sort of move those directions to try to play catch up or push ahead. Yeah, so I think that part of the usage of that would have to be the consistency, which looking ahead a bit when we had to make our sort of diagrams for the information gathering, making that template so that you could have the information be gathered the same for each teacher, and then adding in a section in there for administration to get involved to see what their role is in helping with the data collected, I think would hopefully be helpful. And that would be something that I would definitely want to try to utilize. Okay, so let's move ahead where it says, what kind of help would I want? So I think that for me, it would be trying to figure out sort of specifically what are some examples that other districts have used, like tangible empiric examples of things that they've done collecting data to try to help either those in need of remediation or those gifted students. or some different online or hopefully technologically advanced resources for getting the information out to the teachers. I know what we did was really interesting with those spreadsheets, but as just a teacher, as I know I am, getting that dumped on me at once would feel really overwhelming. At least I know I felt that way. So there's got to be some resources out there to make that a little bit more logistically friendly, I would hope, and trying to find those things, I think, would be part of the steps to take. Let's see. So I think you get to paraphrase maybe what I said, and then hopefully give me some ideas of some things to do. That makes sense. I don't know that I know how to fix them, but I do think that that's something to think about. If the data indicates a weakness for a set of students in that classroom, that helping the teacher could be a way to also directly help the students. That makes sense. Sort of teacher first focus. Yes. Yes. I think that one of the things we did in a previous module was we were supposed to take sort of that large data collection and then siphon it down to the specific teacher. And I don't feel like, yeah, and I don't feel like that's happened much in my real life. Like ACT Aspire, here's every kid in the school's data, good luck. And then it takes forever to get through it. So yeah, I think figuring out a way to do that from admin or an exterior service would hopefully be helpful. Sure, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, it looks like last, thank you for your feedback. That really helped. Some things that I found helpful was the idea of instead of only focusing on the students, remembering that the teachers that go between from Afton and trying to look at how I can help the teachers potentially get some training or some development to then help the students maybe more directly. And then also from Marla, looking at the technology and trying to figure out how to take the large amounts of data, especially post large assessments, and narrow that down, whether that's personally with the stuff that we've learned in this class or like a outside entity with new software. So I thank you and look forward to helping both of you in your videos. Thank you.